Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So how good are onboard graphics? Well, that's what we're here to find out. This is my wife's old PC system. She is no longer a PC person. She's a Mac head like me. I'm still into PC, well, because, you know, I still work on them and stuff for people. But also, I will never give up my gaming system. At least not until Apple gets their act together with these M-series chips. So, anyways. So we've got an AMD motherboard, of course. We've got a 10-core processor in this little puppy, which 4 of it is compute cores at 3.1 gigahertz. I don't know the exact overclock. I haven't looked that far in depth into her computer yet. Anyway, so it's just no modifications here. It has 6 graphics cores. So basically it's integrated like Apple's new stuff. Yay! Not. Anyways, at least the RAM's not integrated. So we got 16 gigs of RAM in this motherboard. A bare bone Windows 10, just installed off the USB stick. No updates whatsoever, hasn't even touched the internet yet. And I decided to throw on Far Cry. Now I've been doing other testing previous to this, running Far Cry 2, Unreal Tournament 2004. The machine doesn't seem to mind, depending on where you put the graphic level. Now, by default, her computer with the onboard video actually said it wanted to run my display, in 4K, recommended. And I was like, sure, okay, whatever. Doesn't go so well for Far Cry, especially when you're using the ultra-high settings of Far Cry. It's a little choppy. Dropping it back to 2K runs much smoother, the odd glitch here and there, but it seems to do really well at 1920 by 1080p, which, I mean, you got to figure too, when it comes to displays, my display is 165 hertz, and her video card at 4K resolution is at 30 hertz. It can't work with anything more, even though it has more, it doesn't want to give it. But on 2K, it'll go to 60 hertz. So the main OS is running at 2K, but I've got the game right now set up at 1080. Anyways, so with the, I've done some strips down, obviously. She had a 2 gig video card in this. I'm going to sell it separately because I'll get more money for it. You know, it seems people don't want to pay what something's worth anymore. You know, and I'm not asking a lot of money even as a good solid mid-level gaming system anyways with the video card. So I figured, well, you know what, no bites, let's drop the price way down, pull the video card, pull the SSD and give them a 1 terabyte hard drive, and then they can upgrade it from there. Anyway, with her 2 gig video card and using it though, Far Cry can easily run 4K, no hassles, no glitches, and it's fine with that 2 gig dedicated video card. But this has got 1 gigabyte of dedicated graphics off the chip, and then it shares another 7 gigs of system memory, as it needs it, of course. So you get a total of about 8 gigs of video out of between the onboard and your system RAM. So if you upgrade your system RAM, you'll get more as well. And this one goes to 32 gigs tops on this board. But you know what? For a machine like this, even just with using the onboard graphics, it's doing a really amazing job. I'm actually quite impressed with it. So let's get into our game a little bit. So we're running this on 1080p first. You know, and it's pretty fluid, you know, no problems there. We can go and shoot the bird. I like shooting birds. No sound. I got my headphones plugged in because I didn't hook my speakers up to this thing. But we don't need sound anyways. So the graphics look really good. Like, I'm actually impressed for 1080p on my display. Because my display can do 4K easy enough. I can even pull 5K out of it if I really need to bad enough. But I have to go through the HDMI port for that. Why are you running the wrong way, buddy? You're supposed to be trying to hunt me down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run! don't ever stay in there and try and fight everybody off. It's not going to go well for you. Oops. Yeah, I'll say this, they actually smoothed out the driving experience in Far Cry 2 quite a bit. So, it plays pretty good. Oh, okay, so let's bring this thing up. Now, I've got the graphics here just at the straight high. So if we do everything at very high, yeah, we'll even leave the, well, you know what, let's put the water at ultra, and we'll apply these settings, and go back to basic. Let's bring it to 2K. And return to game. So we do see some tearing at 2K here, especially with everything cranked to the maximum. And we just got blown up. I love shooting those birds. Okay, so 2K, we know we definitely have a little bit of tearing going on. So the idea is to get rid of the tearing, right? So let's drop the resolution back. We'll leave it on everything at the top settings, but we'll go back to 1080p, which will also give us actually a lot more hertz as well for refresh. I don't know what it gives. We'll have to check after we're done the game. Because I'll have to go into the main system, change that screen over. Because right now the main OS is set at 2K 60 Hertz. And when this displays on 4K it's at 30 Hertz, so. Which has its good points. Especially if you want to do video editing. Because mostly what she did on this thing was just surfing the internet, watching YouTube videos, and her video editing for her YouTube. So she really isn't a gamer, you know. So just a little bit of a tear there. Not too bad. I mean, it's extremely good. You know, the odd tear out is not bad. It's just a, you know, like a quick shot of it, and that's it. And so we're getting the odd one. And that's with the graphics right to the hilt too. Like this is going into the whole recommended, let's go right to the top end of quality, but still staying at 1080p, of course. And you know, the majority of gamers, they game on 1080p because they need all the hertz available that they can get their hands on, which is a big thing for gaming. You need that refresh rate. Okay, so we've played enough of this, I think. So let's quit the game, and we'll go into the display settings here. Now we are set at 2K. And if we go to advanced, this is where we see what our hertz is. So we're at 60 hertz. Okay, so if we drop this down, let's go to 1920 by 1080, because that's what her display actually is on hers. Yep, keep the settings. Now we'll go back in here, and now we have 120 refresh rate. Yes, keep changes. Now, will this help our game play out any? There's actually a really good question. The game may have to recalibrate. Oh, maybe not. Nice. That actually did quite well. Okay, so load checkpoint. Now we're okay, so on our video options, where everything is right at the top end. Okay, so campaign, load checkpoint, training. I want to go back here again. No, I don't want there. I'll go here or here. And let's go here. I'm actually impressed with, you know, loading to the next level and stuff, even on a fresh boot of the game, how quick this actually is. You know, that's surprising. You know, considering we are dealing with onboard everything here. So the graphics still look fantastic. And now our display is running at 120 Hertz. So this should definitely help us out. Not even a glitch on the first shot. That's definitely impressive. Sorry buddy, I need your bullets. So, if you've got a computer with onboard graphics on the chip, at least if you got a gig anyways of dedicated on the chip, you can definitely play games like Far Cry, Far Cry 2, Unreal 2000, Unreal Tournament 2004. So you can play some decent titles. Now I know these are older games obviously, but they still kick butt even today. You know, like they're still, I think, very viable games to play. I've only beaten Far Cry, I think, about 10 million times now. Mind you, I haven't gone to the hardest setting. I'm kind of like at that medium level. So, I'm not playing wussy mode here, but I'm also not playing the top mode. And why do they keep blowing my truck up? Go away! Oh, I'm dead. So anyway, great graphics. No problems. The tear out seems to have gone by just switching the OS down to 1080p, which is where this computer is going to be running at anyways, because I'm selling it with her 27-inch display, which is stuck at 1080p. I can't remember what the hertz is, but more than enough for the game anyways. But quite interesting results even on this screen, and playing with the different resolutions, different hertz scales, seeing what it can do. And I mean, 2K at 60 hertz, that's not bad. You get the odd tear, you know, but otherwise it's pretty much glitch free, you know. And more RAM is not going to help that, because this game does not use very much actual system memory. You know, and it is getting some shared graphics, so it is definitely using that 1 gig on the chip and maybe a little extra to play at ultra high settings. But if you even drop the settings back to even, you know, high or very high, the graphics still look really good, you know, which is the big thing, right, with gamers. We want good looking graphics, and we want the hertz scaling, you know, so you don't need to necessarily run the game at full tilt to get a very superior gaming experience. You do need a good monitor though, which really would, you know, help you out quite a bit. But anyways, so that's my wife's old computer, guys. So if you do come across one of these, you know, machines, or you have one, don't be afraid to do some gaming with onboard graphics. It's not going to hurt anything. And like I said, with this, you know, you could throw in an 8 gig or 16 gig video card into this sucker. You might want to upgrade your power supply though for that. But it can easily go up to a 4 gig without upgrading the power supply. There's plenty of power there either way. But, because I know in my Ryzen 7 system I'm running a 4 gig MSI card. Mind you, I also have a Ryzen 7 8 core, you know, so it's pure 8 cores of power, no onboard graphics on mine. You know, it's full of dedicated video, and then it'll take system RAM up to an extra 20 gigs, and I can play Cyberpunk 2077 no problems. Cyberpunk will not run on this thing, not without a really raunchy video card, and you're going to have to max out that RAM, because Cyberpunk really does want that 16 gigs of RAM to itself, and it definitely wants, you know, 8 gigs of video. Anyways, so that's what I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this machine. Now this machine's only about 3, well, it's 2022, so it's about almost 3.5 years old. It's not bad. you know, and it's still got a lot of life left in her yet for whatever, you know, type of thing. I am going to do a Cinnabon score video on this thing though, because I thought you guys might enjoy that. I'll probably just name that, you know, Cinnabon R23, blah, blah, blah. We'll figure out a title for it. You'll see it on the channel. So it'll be this computer though, and we'll show you the results. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. See ya.